Alright, what's going on everyone, and welcome back. My name is Joe, and this is Crypto Insight. In today's video, I'm going to be going over what happened to my cell phone mining farm. I'm also going to be going over the mining rig build and where we're at. And yeah, that's going to be about it. We're just going to touch base on where I'm at here with my mining builds. And yeah, so before we get into this video, I just want to thank everyone for your love and support. I know I had a family emergency and I had to go away for a couple weeks. This is my first video since I've been back, and I still can't believe how many of you reached out just to make sure I was okay. It really means a lot. So we're just going to jump right into it. Now, I know the first thing that a lot of you are asking right off the bat, as you see here, is Joe, what happened to all your cell phones? And the straight up, no BS answer is money talks. Now, my neighbor, while I went away for a couple weeks, he had been coming around and he had been seeing my mining rig build and my cell phone farm and everything. And I've been kind of schooling him and teaching him on how to get into cryptocurrency. Well, when I had to go away all of a sudden, he actually volunteered to come to my house every few hours, believe it or not, and hit all my phones just to see what it was like. And when I was able to see him again when I got back from my trip, he actually told me that it wasn't that bad and that he was actually quite amazed at how much I mined in just the week or two that I was doing it. So after a little bit of talking and negotiations, he ended up buying all of my chargers and all of my cell phones off of me. When there's a good deal to be made, there's a good deal to be made, and that's really all I can say. He basically paid me more for all of my phones and stuff than I actually paid for them when they were new. Now, I do still have like 10 phones that are still SDP mining, and I don't have them down here right now, so I will make sure that in the next video I bring them down here. With that being said, I'm not done with CryptoTab. I still love CryptoTab. I still think they're one of the best mobile mining apps available. So with that being said, I will continue to buy phones as I find good deals for them on eBay, and I'm going to build my farm back up again. I'm hoping this time to get it to around 100 cell phones. So if that's what you're interested in, please keep tabs on my channel weekly and keep your eyes out for those update videos, and I will make them as we get phones. So with that being said, we're going to jump on over to this bad boy, and this is what everyone wants to see. We've come a long way since a month or so ago whenever I made my first mining rig build video, whenever I was just buying a 3060 Ti. So we now have 6 cards technically, even though only 4 of these cards are actually running, and I'm going to explain why a little later in this video. So, if you've been around the channel for any length of time, you know that me and my wife had built a mining rig showing how to, all the part lists and exactly how to put it all together and how to get the software up and running and basically how to build a mining rig, and we only had 1 card. So over the last few weeks while I was doing my travels, I have been constantly looking on Facebook Marketplace and constantly looking on Craigslist and local selling apps and things like that to try and find some good deals, and I did actually find some deals. So before I get too much into that, I just want to point out that this is a 3070, this one right here is a 3070, this is a 3060 Ti, and then these 3 are 3090s. So definitely have come a long way since you all have probably seen the last video. So I am going to step right over here and show you guys the boxes, because I do want to go over exactly where I got all these cards from and who I got them from, because I do know that a few of these people that sold me these cards, I gave them the link to my YouTube channel, and you're probably watching. So if you're watching, thank you for the deals on the graphics cards, and I told you that I have a YouTube channel and I was gonna give you guys some credit. So the first one I want to show is this 3070. If you go back and watch my video from about a month or so ago, I did say that I purchased a 3070. I just hadn't got it yet, and this is actually the 3070. So, yeah. Now moving on, the next 3070, while I was in another state, I actually, like I said, I was looking on Facebook Marketplace and on Craigslist and just all over the place I was looking, and I was actually able to find this one that a gentleman came and met me at a gas station, and it was sealed in a box, and believe it or not, he actually couldn't believe a real person showed up. He thought I was a scammer, and I was able to pay him in Bitcoin for this, and 10 minutes later I was on my way. So I was super happy about that. That was a pretty decent deal. I think I paid right around $900 for this. Now, before you guys start tearing me apart in the comment section, I did pay over MSRP for all of these cards. Now, that's the price you pay to get into mining right now when graphics cards are so high. I know I did overpay, and it's not that I'm okay with it, it's the fact that I just wanted to get this up and going. I am playing the long game, and I don't plan on selling these cards or getting out of mining for quite some time. So, I'm not really worried about getting my investment back, my ROI. From this point on, though, any new cards I get, I will be trying to buy them at MSRP, or at least as close as possible to MSRP. So, moving on. The 3090s were actually kind of a funny story. The two of them, there was actually a lady that met me at a gas station. It's called Speedway, I believe it was. They're pretty popular here on the eastern seaboard of the United States. Actually met a lady there, and she actually kept me waiting for like 30 minutes because, once again, just like the first guy, she thought that I was a scammer. She didn't think that anybody was actually going to show up. So, like, after I got there, I actually had to send her a picture of the gas station to prove that I was there. And then as soon as I sent her the picture, she called me and she apologized and said that she was super sorry, and 30 minutes later or so, she was there with these two graphics cards. And because she actually took her time getting there and made me wait, I was able to get these at an even better deal. I believe these are MSRP'd right around $1,600. I was able to give her $3,500 worth of Bitcoin for these two 3090s. Now, once again, I know it's not MSRP. It is over MSRP, but that's what I had to do. So I was able to give her $3,500 for both of these cards, and once again, all these cards, when I bought them, the only way I buy cards is if they're sealed in the original box with the plastic. So they were sealed, and then the last 3090 was actually like a fluke. After I got home about a week ago or a few days ago or so, I was able to find somebody locally selling this, and he needed cash really bad. Apparently, he had just picked it up from Best Buy, and he met me down the street from it. He had the receipt and everything. I actually looked at the date on the receipt, and it was picked up the same day that I purchased it. So he really needed money bad. He paid, I believe, it was right around $1,600, if I remember the receipt correctly, $1,500 or so, and I was able to give him $1,700 for this graphics card. So, unbelievable deals. I really can't believe the deals that I got just by looking. So, if you're here in the United States, I know this doesn't really help if you're in another country, but if you're here in the United States, I really suggest using Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, LetGo, OfferUp, all those different apps and websites, and you just need to really, really be careful. I have a strict rule where I don't buy any graphics cards used. I just don't know if the thermal pads have been replaced. I just don't know if it's been overclocked. I just don't know how they treated their equipment. I treat my equipment very well. I'm going to go over here and I'll show you guys some settings on the 3090 because that seems to be a question that a lot of YouTubers are getting. I will show all the temperatures. Once again, there is only 4 cards running right now. Please come back next week when I do my next video and I will have all 6 cards up and running. And no promises, but maybe I will have some more cards by then because this mining farm is going to take off here. I'm going to keep going, guys. You know I'm going to do it big. You know I'm going to do it big. So first card we're going to look at here is the 13090. If you see, it's at 122 degrees, 125 degrees. The 3060 is at 109, and the other 3090 is at 120. So all my temps are great. Real quick before we look at the settings, as you guys can see, I just have some of these fans. Now, I do have this fan turned down a little bit just so you guys can hear me a little bit better in the video, but I do usually have it turned up pretty high, and it blasts all these cards. So looking at the settings, I don't know if I'm missing anything because I am still kind of learning this whole mining thing. You guys can copy my settings. It seems to be running stable for a week now. Seems like our power limit is set right around 80%. Our core clock is negative 300, and our temps, like I said, do stay around 120 to 125. The one thing I will say, and I will show in a next video, is me and my wife do this team viewer thing that she does right here. And what that does is while we were gone and we were on the road, it actually allows you to remote into the computer and you can restart it. You could turn it off, turn it on. I can turn off nice hash, turn nice hash back on. Anytime the computer needs reset or anything to do with the computer and we're not home, my wife's able to log right in the TeamViewer and do it. So there's no downtime. I highly suggest all of you to look into it. I will make a video in the future of exactly how to set that all up because it's crucial, I believe, if you're going to have a mining farm with multiple rigs. The one thing I do want to show, let me see if I can find it here, is hash rates. Let's see if I can find some hash rates here. So these are all my profitabilities. You guys can see just the 4 cards. I'm earning right around $44 a day right now. I have seen it as high as $90, and that's without the 2 extra cards. So once again, please make sure you come back next week and you'll see a full video. Hopefully I have some more cards plugged in by then. So yeah, with that being said, I will see you all in the next one. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. We are getting very close to that 9,000 subscribers, and I still can't believe that we are this far and that I've got this many people watching. It's all thanks to you guys. If you have any questions or comments about the mining rig or about CryptoTab, always put them down below. I myself or my wife or somebody from the community usually does a very good job at answering. The one last thing I do want to touch on, and I know this video is just going on and on and on and on, and I'm sorry, is there's been an increased amount of scammers going on in not just my comment section, but YouTube comment sections in general. Always check and make sure the check mark is next to my name, and I do believe that my name, when I comment, it will always come up with like a black bold over top of it, like a black background. So if you see a Crypto Insight that their name isn't like bolded in black, or that they don't have a check mark next to it, it's probably not me. I know a lot of you do a good job at calling out scammers and reporting them, which I thank you a lot, but we're in a bull run right now. I know there's a lot of new people coming onto the network and getting involved, and I just don't want anyone to lose any money. I would never use Telegram, I would never use the WhatsApp, and I would never offer financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor. So once again, if there's a Crypto Insight offering some financial advice or offering you to speak to his manager, it's not me. My manager is my wife, and she's not my manager. So I will see all of you in the next one. I can't thank you all enough for reaching out to make sure I was okay. I will never ghost all of you again like that. I'm sorry, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.